My name is Dan Brightwell. I'm the chairperson of the Southfield Veterans Commission. Today we're interviewing Dr. Samuel C. Ursu for the Veterans History Project of the Library of Congress. Today is March the 4th, 2009. We're in Southfield at the Southfield Public Library in the librarian's office. Also present in the room today is Ms. Ethel Grossman. She's a commissioner of the Southfield Veterans Commission and also a veteran of World War II. We also have Mr. Tim Workers, also a commissioner with the Southfield Veterans Commission, and Tim is a veteran of the Vietnam era, and Tim is working the camera. Dr. Ursu, and I'm not sure I'm pronouncing your name correctly, could you give us your full name, date, and place of birth? Go ahead, sir.
Samuel C. Ursu, birth 1932, April 14, and the place was in Timișoara, Romania.
Okay, all right.
And I thank you so much for having this opportunity to do this.
Yes, sir. Well, we want to thank you for your service and also for participating in this project. This is a very valuable project for the Library of Congress. And also our Congressman office, Mr. Sandy Levin, he's really supportive of this in the city of Southfield. Were you drafted or enlisted?
I volunteered for the draft.
Okay. All right. What year would that have been?
1958. I was a student at the University of Michigan and had received the deferment to continue my studies as a dentist.
Okay.
And I was appreciative of that.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 weeks after I graduated,
Mm-hmm.
I went to the services and said I had a deferment. I completed the requirements of the deferment, and I graduated, and so I'm here to fulfill my opportunity. If I had been called, which I had not been, but I'm here now, so I volunteered for the draft.
Okay. Where did you actually get inducted?
4th Street in Detroit at the services.
Okay, then. Okay. The induction center there.
Yes.
Okay. And where did you go after the process at on 4th Street?
I was given some time to take care of my affairs, and then I went to Gutter Air Force Base in Alabama,
Okay.
and I learned essentially the requirements that they had for, it was 30 days.
Okay.
Basically, it's been a long time, it's over 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can't remember in detail,
Mm-hmm.
but we learned how to wear the uniform,
Mm-hmm.
the regulations,
Mm-hmm.
the requirements. There was some physical training,
Okay.
and the conduct, and then was given a period of time to come home and say goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
And I then went to, I was ordered to California,
Mm-hmm.
and from there was assigned to Hawaii, and I was in Hawaii for 3 or 4 hours,
Okay.
and waiting to be assigned. I thought that was not going to be such a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
I had hoped that when I enlisted that maybe I would be assigned to Europe, since I did speak several languages,
Mm-hmm.
European languages, but and it was just after the Second World War, and
Mm-hmm.
I thought that I got very lucky. Well, I did get very lucky because I had an opportunity to serve, but it wasn't in Europe, and it wasn't in Hawaii. And then we went to Wake Island, and I thought, well, this is not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I got orders in Wake Island, and it was a sort of a relaxed place. There were military people there in military uniforms, but they were cutoffs and
Mm-hmm.
flip-flops, and
Right.
basically it was a refueling station for aircraft that was going on further east.
Okay.
And it wasn't long before the sergeant that has always been there, doing the right thing and letting people know what they're supposed to do. And I had orders for Tachikawa,
Okay.
ordered another C-124, and the next landing was into Tachikawa. I thought, well, this is not so bad because we had just fought a war and we prevailed, and it was a nice thing to be an American soldier in uniform in Japan. And again, the sergeant came up and said, your orders will be ready shortly, and I got onto another C-124 with slingback seats and some great trucks and fire engines in the middle of this great huge aircraft. Put earplugs in my ears to keep me from going deaf like all the others. Keeping their ears deaf, not like all the others who were deaf. But, and then I landed in Kunsan, Korea, which is at the very southernmost tip of the Korean peninsula. And there I stayed for 13 months. 13 months. And I got that disease that all enlisted people and people who were career did not want to get, and that is gone to Korea, which is what I got. Which was a great experience.
Okay. All right. Let's just sort of back up just a little bit. You know, once you got down to Alabama, and this was kind of like orientation.
Yes,
orientation. How long you were there for? About 30 days.
30 days.
Okay. And was there any adjustment to military life for you, that from a standpoint of being away from home, the food or the clothing or the regiment or anything like that?
No, I was an adult. I was, and it was the act of becoming a doctor is discipline, and so I was comfortable with that. I was a musician, so the act of being competent, I played the French horn, graduated from Cass High School, and I was in the chemical metallurgical department and also the music department. And so that is discipline. So discipline has been a part of my life. And I had no problems that I recall adapting to the military. It was a nice way. As a matter of fact, it was organized. I knew where I was supposed to be, when I was supposed to be, what I was supposed to do, how I was supposed to do it. The military was quite explicit in all details.
Right. And how old would you have been at this point in time?
In 1932 to 1958, 26.
Okay. All right. Then when you, while you were there and you came back home, did you, to the Detroit area after you left Alabama? To get your
yes, they usually gave a, I don't remember whether it was 30 days, there was a period of time to complete details of your life and sell the car or whatever and get ready to go off where they were going to send you. But at that time I didn't know where I was going to go.
Right. Okay, but you said they shipped you to Hawaii.
Well, it was en route, but I never got the final orders.
Okay.
The orders said that I would be from Travis Air Force Base in California, and that's where I went first. Travis, and then I was told where I was going to go. Okay.
And from Detroit, you went to Travis Air Force Base. Okay. And how did you get to Travis? Was it by way of train?
No. I took American Airlines.
Oh, okay.
From Detroit, went to Chicago.
Okay.
And my lovely fiancée, Evelyn, was with me. She accompanied me to Chicago. Okay. We saw a musical. As a matter of fact, I think the musical was Camelot.
Oh, okay.
And it was just written, and tickets were easy.